Neel, Giannis Antetokounmpo seemed to be like a real, just seemed to be 100% all in with the Milwaukee Bucks. I mean, they took a chance on him, and he just seemed to go all in on this franchise. The emotion that he had when he won the championship, and I mean, as basketball fans, I mean, yeah, sure, he did it for himself, but I think there was an appreciation from both you and I and basketball fans everywhere, Neil, that he really wanted to do it for Milwaukee. And is it, are we seeing a little different side to Giannis where, he is thinking about himself more than the team? And I mean, the team is off to a slow start right now. Uh, is it very well possible that we could see Giannis in a different uniform? Giannis Antetokounmpo will demand a trade at some point from the Milwaukee Bucks over the next 2 seasons. Straight facts, bro. Relax.
I hate to say it, but this is straight facts, bro. This is straight facts. And I'll tell you why, man, is because, look, he's got 2 years left on his contract. After that, it becomes a player option in the third year for $62 million. But you have to remember, this guy's still in the very, very absolute prime of his career. And he does not owe Milwaukee anything more. He gave them every single thing that could possibly be asked of him. He gave them the most lovable superstar one could imagine. The most beautiful story of a young boy growing up in a poor family in Greece, coming over here, gangly little thing in his rookie season.
He was a twig. My God.
Not even a lottery pick.
Now he's a beast.
and then what he became year by year, the humility, the love, the passion for the game, the championship that ultimately he brought, and what I would say is the greatest single game finals performance in history with that closeout game, 50 points, 14 of 17 from the free throw line.
Didn't he have a bum ankle? Didn't he have a bum ankle?
A bum hamstring. He hyperextended his knee in a couple games.
That's what it was. Yeah.
So he's given them everything. But here's the sad reality of the NBA today is that superstars run the teams. And it's not anybody else. If you got an epic superstar on your team, they're going to have cachet whether you like it or not. And part of that is their agents, the influencers around them, their agents, their marketers, the self-ego that they develop, even if they came from humble roots, from their own success. And of course, the deifying that everything from winning a championship to becoming the superstar you are and the fan reaction around that will have upon you. You will have a certain, in the NBA in particular, a certain kind of impression about yourself that it can't be me. And in this case, I'm not saying it is Giannis, but I will say this, is that he was very critical in two of the most boneheaded things that they've done in recent years, which is basically exchanging Drew Holiday for Damian Lillard, completely misunderstanding the concept of the team building that they were trying to do, and also highly inferior coaching changes from Budenholzer, inferior down to Adrian Griffin, and then even more inferior down to Doc Rivers. And a lot of it.
But sorry to interrupt, Neil, but I mean, like Adrian Griffin, weren't they in like top 4 in the conference?
They were, but again, that was a headbutting that mainly Adrian Griffin had with Giannis more than anybody else.
So
it was in large degree part of Giannis's, perhaps what he felt, his cachet in that organization. And this new guy coming in is not going to tell him what's what on this team. Perhaps that is what led to that firing and that replacement with Doc Rivers, who obviously I think we all can say is a washed up coach by now. And so it just goes to show that, like, although Giannis has already given everything he can to Milwaukee, like many other superstars in his same scenario have done in the past. You talk about Kevin Durant, you talk about LeBron James, you talk about James Harden, all of these guys, most of whom have not, other than LeBron, most of whom have not done squat compared to Giannis for their franchises, as far as winning championships and whatnot. They've pulled the exact same power moves. And although I think Giannis has a lot more purity, loyalty, and humility towards him than those other guys perhaps, he is at a point right now where he can see that the future of this team is very, very bleak, and his future in the right scenario can still be very, very bright. And that's why I say straight facts.
Yeah, I don't want to see Giannis leave Milwaukee. I mean, it's just such a great marriage, and I
Well,
mean,
think
like,
about
it would
this.
be
What
cool.
if he
I know
found a
what you're
way
gonna
to
say.
get to Oklahoma City?
Oh, forget that. If he comes to Toronto, I'm gonna kiss the sky. I don't want to go out. I'm like, if it's not Toronto, I don't want him to go anywhere else. Like, no, he stays in Milwaukee. I mean, the world is more simpler when Giannis
Giannis is
stays
in
in Milwaukee.
Milwaukee.
Yeah, that's right. Yes,
Partial
guys.
owner of the Brewers.
I'm sorry.
Partial owner of the Brewers.
That's right.
Or
Yeah,
I forget
that's
what
right.
his stakes are in it, but he's involved in the team, means a lot to Wisconsin.
I know that Mahomes got a piece of
The Royals, yeah.
Same thing.
Part owner.
Yeah.
And then didn't he purchase the NWSL team?
I believe so.
Yeah.
So I do think this also, Randy, that if Giannis was to demand a trade and leave Milwaukee, by and large, diehard true Milwaukee fans, not the casual fans that really haven't followed the team from his beginning. I'm talking about the true guys who followed
Sure.
his whole course from the beginning to winning a championship. Very minimal of those people are not going to still love Giannis with all their heart. They're going to love him. They're going to wish him well. They're going to be sad about it. But at this point, he's achieved 90% of what he possibly could for them. And I think you got to be a little cold in your heart to not appreciate a man like that, even if he wants to go somewhere else at this point of his stage.
Yeah, no, I completely get it. I do find it kind of ironic that you have this difference, I get paradox, if you will, of the great success of the Kansas City Chiefs and the absolute floundering of the Kansas City Royals. I mean, yeah, maybe they picked it up recently, but I mean, they had the blip in the mid 2010s, but they've just been an absolute dog ever since. I mean, hey, the Steelers and the Pirates. I mean, you're in the same city, but you just can't get it together. I mean, I don't know. I find it kind of ironic, but you know what? Maybe we will solve that another day.